Welcome to our Colaberry open house for the next hour. I'm going to be talking to you about the Colaberry program, all of the benefits, all of the things that you will go through. We have brought back 3 people who've recently been placed. So we're going to get a chance to talk to them. All right, advance your career, change your life. That's what Colaberry is all about. So again, I'll do a presentation. We'll talk to some recent graduates of the program so you can get an idea from a perspective of someone who's been through the program, so you can kind of understand more what you're getting yourself into. Here's some of our instructors. All of our instructors have been a product of our program. Okay, they have actually been through the program, gotten a job, and now they are here to help give back, help you out, and help you achieve the same goals that they've been able to achieve. Now, when we talk about technology and the growth of technology and the growth of data, then we have to look at history to really understand it, okay? Back in 1400, when we came out with our first piece of technology, the printing press, it wasn't for another 200 years that we came out with the telescope, okay? And another 150 years till we came out with the steam engine. And now, once you see around in the 21st century, technology after technology after technology is coming out, okay? And so what that means is all of these technologies collect data. The more technology we have, the more data we have. And so as a result of the growth in technology, you also have a growth in data. And reality is that 65% of kids starting school, kindergarten, first grade, will grow up to work in a field that does not yet exist. Think about that, guys, okay? In the next 10 years, our world will advance as much as it has in the past 250 years, okay? And so almost half of our jobs will be affected in the next 15 years. Now, the type of jobs that are occurring is no surprise because there's been a trend since the 1980s, okay? And we break the jobs down into a couple of categories. Number one, we have routine, non-routine, okay? Am I doing the same thing over and over again, or is my routine different? Okay, and then cognitive, manual. Cognitive means I have to use my brain. I have to problem solve. I have to troubleshoot, okay? So when you look at non-routine cognitive jobs, they've been on the incline, okay? And you got to also pay attention to AI. AI is rapid now, okay? And AI is going to take a lot of jobs, but those jobs are going to be a lot of the basic jobs, okay? A lot of the jobs that don't require a huge thought process, okay? And so when you talk about jobs in this category of jobs that we're dealing with, it's been on the rise since the 80s. Now, let's further categorize the type of jobs that we're dealing with, okay? How far to the right you are in this chart is how hard it is to fill a job, okay? When you get up to these jobs that are tough to fill, okay, you can't just do a 2-week training session, okay, like you would do for a manual job and then expect a person to be able to perform that job. These aren't those type of jobs. You have to have a good experience. You have to have a great understanding, and it's a lot of information. And then when we look at projected growth, how high you are to the top is based on the projected growth of the position. So what we focus on is the groups in this top right quadrant, which are hard to fill, but also projected to have great growth moving forward. So analytics is the scientific process of transforming data into insight for making better decisions, offering new opportunities for a competitive advantage. Make no mistake about it, it's about the money, guys. It's always about the money, okay? And so how well a company can use their data gives them a competitive advantage. So someone like you going in, accessing their data, helping them out with their data, that's a huge asset to the company, because the better they understand their data, the more business that they're going to make. okay, the better that they're going to know their customers and create a great experience for them, okay? So data, understanding your data, using your data definitely gives you a very good competitive advantage. Now, when we look at the shortage in data analytics, the data tells us that currently 43% of companies are currently experiencing skill gaps, okay? And that number is gonna double in the next 5 years, okay? 43% of companies currently experiencing gaps right now. So what needs to happen? Number one is we need to understand all aspects of data, from collecting data, how the data gets into the database, to transforming the data, modeling the data, being able to communicate the data, and also being able to visualize that data and tell the story of the data. Now, when you look at the field from a data analyst job, will see a 20% growth from 2018 to 2028. 50% of companies have already adopted AI, artificial intelligence, in at least one business function. And 85% of companies have adopted data analytics technologies. And 90% of companies are planning on hiring full staff for these type of roles. So how can you achieve your career and personal goals through Colaberry? Now, Colaberry has a multi-pronged learning approach, okay? We focus on training, we focus on mentorship, okay? We have internships, and our focus is to get you hired, okay? Our focus is not to teach you a topic, okay? It's not to teach you a subject. It's to get you a job in this field that is growing rapidly. That is our goal. And don't just take my word on it. We've won several awards, okay? Number one being MIT Solve, all right? A lot of you guys have heard MIT, a huge educational institution in the US, and we won an award where over 1,000 companies participated. We won multiple awards through MIT, okay? General Motors gave us an award for prize advanced technologies, because what we do is we use AI and data to help accelerate your learning experience, okay? In order to get into this field, you have to know what you're doing. Okay, they're not gonna hire you because you went through some 2 or 3 week training. You gotta actually be of value to the company. And that's what we're gonna teach you at Colaberry, is not only how to do it, but why you need to do it and when you need to do it, okay? The whole aspect. 9 out of 10 students at Colaberry rate their instructor a 9. 95% of students will recommend this course, and 92% of students would take another course with Colaberry. These are just a few companies for where Colaberry currently has people working, okay? But chances are when you get your job, you might see somebody from Colaberry there. You might have seen their video or something like that, but you will have people at Colaberry more than likely at your company. So let me break down how the program works. Now, there's 2 semesters. The first semester is for 3 months. That's what you guys would be signing up for. That's the class that starts next week. 2 days per week. Okay, Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30. We're in Dallas, so we're on Central Time, okay? So mark everything Central Time. Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30. Saturday, 9 to 1. 15 to 20 hours per week. And that is outside of the class, not including class time, okay? The one thing that you need to successfully master this program is you need time, okay? This is not a easy bake oven, okay? This is not, I just show up and then everything works to my advantage. Life is not like that. So if I were you, I would be skeptical of someone just saying, oh, you just show up. No, at Colaberry, we tell you, you're going to work hard. You have to work hard. You have to grind in this program. Okay? We're not training you to be entry level. We're training you to be jump straight to mid to senior level. Okay? And if you're mid to senior level, then you cannot understand the topic on just surface level. You have to dig into it. You got to go through the day in, the day out. You got to get stuck. You got to figure your way out and get stuck again and figure your way out and get stuck again. That's part of the process, guys, because that's what you're going to be dealing with on the real job. And what we're preparing you for is to be able to execute on the real job, not get some piece of paper that tells you you're worth something, but give you the skills that you need to be successful once you get onto that job. Everything we do is hands-on, okay? It's practicing realistic, practical situations day in and day out. Everything is real-world scenarios. You're gonna work with banking data. You're gonna work with healthcare data. You're gonna work with all these different industries because you never know where you might get your job, okay? Data analytics is not limited to certain industries. Every single company and every single department needs data analytics, okay? So you could very well be working for a healthcare company or a mortgage company out of this. We're gonna give you that broad range so you can understand what it feels like to work with those different data sets. We're gonna create you a project portfolio. Okay, I don't care what you did or what you're doing now before you came to Colaberry, we are preparing you to enter this field. Okay, so we're gonna help you build the portfolio that you need to just showcase that you have the skills that the job description is asking for. Okay, and the biggest thing that you will get out of this process, in my opinion, is the Colaberry community. Okay, you have a lot of people out there who's been through what you've been through, okay, and they're willing to help you. They understand how it is, and you have that network of over 5,000 people that are there to help you answer questions, to help you get past your challenges. I mean, you should look at our alumni group. All of the people that are on their job now, they're going back and forth every day. Oh, this is a challenge I'm having. Oh, well, have you tried this? Have you tried that? Right? So you have a very tight-knit Colaberry community. A lot of people like yourselves, okay, who haven't been privileged. Okay, you guys trying to figure it out, just like we all trying to figure it out. Okay, but Colaberry is a blueprint for you to be successful in what you're trying to do and achieve this American dream. That's what this is about. Now, when you make it through the first 3 months, then you can sign up for the second semester, okay, where we get more intense. Okay, now you start getting to the why. Okay, why do I do this? How do I apply it? How do the companies need this? Okay, and so from there, you're going to be assigned a mentor. We have almost 40 mentors who are all products of the program. They've all been, that's the qualification to be a mentor, is you have to go through the program. And they go through the program and they love it. They love their new life and they want to help give back. They want to help transform other people's lives. So you're going to be immediately signed a mentor and you're going to work on a lot of real world projects. Okay? Projects give you experience. When you work on a project, that's what builds your experience. And that's what we're going to be doing through this second phase. Okay? Everything we do is AI and data driven. Okay? And that is our training program. And like I said, we use AI to specifically speed up your learning. We speed up the time it would take you to gain experience and understand how to manage a job in this field. Okay, so if you say, what is Colaberry's secret sauce? What makes Colaberry special? Okay, it's the fact that we are able to speed up your learning process. Now, granted, you have to be heavily involved in the process. This process does not work if you are casual, if you just want to spend an hour here, hour there. I can already tell you the program's not going to work. It's not a magical program. Okay? But where you're going to benefit most is you dedicate the next, let's say, year of your life to this process. Okay? You're going to have to tell your friends, hey, I need a little bit of time. Trust me, they're going to be in the same place a year later where you left them. You're not missing anything. Okay? But what you're going to have to do to be successful in this program is say, for the next year, I'm going to dedicate my life to this. Okay? Most people have jobs, we understand. So that means if you have a job, you working 8 hours a day, that means that you need to be dedicating 4 to 5 hours a day on Colaberry. All right? And so you need a real commitment to this program for the program to work. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, just show up and everything's going to work out for you. I'm saying you got to have this dedication level to where you're willing to go through this process, and it will completely change your life once you go through it. Mock interviews. We have systems that allow you to help prepare for the interview, right? When you have an interview, when you finally get to that process and you have an interview, guess what? We have a system where you can throw in the job description. It's going to automatically create you questions that you should be preparing for. Okay? So we want to make sure that when you get to that interview, you are the most prepared ever for it. Okay? So we have several processes that enhance your ability to communicate, your ability to interview, okay? And we're gonna help you with your resume. We're gonna help you through the entire process from A to Z, okay? And then once you finally do secure that job, guess what? You're part of our family at that point. That means we're gonna provide career placement services. If you're ever out of a job, it doesn't matter if you're still paying us or not. If you're ever out of a job, you come to us. We're going to use our systems to help accelerate the time that it takes for you to get another job. Okay? And that's a lifelong service that we provide. Now, what are some of the things you're going to be doing? I know we talked about data, but a lot of you don't understand, what is data? What does it mean? Okay, well, you're going to be creating reports. Okay, data comes in, it could be in a database, it could be an Excel spreadsheet, okay? But companies need to know what that data is saying. And they need their decision-making to be guided based on the data. Okay, before, back in the day, people come up with an idea, oh, I think we should do this. It's not like that anymore. Okay, they come up with ideas, but then they test it. Like Walmart doesn't roll out a product to all of their stores all at once before they understand how people like it. They run it for a few stores, and then they check the numbers. Is it being purchased? When are people purchasing? Right? So if it looks good, they can roll it out to their other stores, but roll it out with a sense of confidence that they know it's going to sell because they've already tested it. You see, everything is tested, and how you test is through data. All right, you're going to learn SQL, SSRS, SSIS. May not know what those are. SQL, more database, how to speak the language of the database. Okay, SSRS is all about reporting. SSIS is all about what we call ETL. ETL stands for extract, transform, load. Okay, as a data scientist, as a data professional, the data is always spread out in different areas. It's never in the same place. So you got to be able to connect that data. You got to be able to bring it in. If that data has 5 million records, you may want to summarize that data before it comes in. If you collected social security numbers and you find one that has 5 digits, you may want to create a process that sends it back to the banker or whoever filed that application and say, hey, this is wrong. You need to go fix this and resubmit it. Okay, so while pulling in the data, you may be validating it, you may be aggregating it. Okay, there's a lot of things that come with grabbing data from multiple data sources. And you're going to learn about all of that. You're going to work with the hottest tools on the market: Power BI, Tableau, Click. These are running the data analytics markets right now. And we give you an option. Okay, we're going to have you look in the area that you're in and say, which tool is more prevalent in my area, which is going to give me a better chance of getting placed. Okay, we're going to build you a portfolio based on real world projects. You're going to work on a real world projects that will be unique to you, meaning nobody else has used this data set. Okay, and you're going to work with our architects to build out a really nice project that you're then going to use as your portfolio as you start to apply for jobs. Okay, and at that point, it's just taking everything that you've learned and applying it and cracking that interview so you can change your life. Now, again, class structure, 2 times per week. Okay, Tuesday, 6:30 to 9:30. Again, we're in Dallas, that's CST. 15 to 20 hours per week outside the class. I can't stress that enough. That's not class time. Okay, every class you're gonna have homework, serious homework, homework that you're gonna get stuck on, homework that's not gonna just be easy, just, oh, I just type a few things. No, you're gonna struggle through it, but that's good because that's how you learn. All right. You're going to get so much assistance through this program. You have Colaberry support, which is a wonderful team that's there ready to help you with your challenges. We also have an AI bot, we call it an AI tutor. Okay, hey, I got this error and I'm trying to figure out what to do. You can put that in the AI bot and it's going to help bring out an answer to help you solve your problem. So we use AI all the way through the program. All right. And then we also have an app that allows you to communicate with the Colaberry network. So you got help from AI, you got help from humans. Okay. It's just about you putting it all together and being able to problem solve as you go through this journey. And that same problem solving skills that you're going to learn to go through the journey is the same thing that's going to make you self-sufficient on your job. Now, let's talk about cost. This first portion of the program is basically a $2,000 investment in yourself. Is the program worth $2,000? No, it's worth way more than that. But also know that some people, you come in, you think you're ready, that workload hits you, you're not really ready. Okay, for some of you, that's going to be a reality. Okay, you got to be serious when you come in. Okay, that first portion is letting us know, can you do this? Can you lock down enough to be able to learn this thing on the level that you need to learn? That's the questions that we're going to be answering in this 3-month process. Okay, now once you make it through that class, then you have the ability to sign up for our advanced data analytics program, which is designed to get you into employment. Okay, and so the cost for that program is $15,000. Okay, but we have a new payment structure that will go active in about 2 weeks. You guys are the first to hear about it. Okay, we took a lot of your feedback and we put together this program to make it as easy as possible for you guys to be able to go through it, and its affordability as well. Okay, now the advanced data analytics program, which is designed to get you employment. By the way, the average starting salary for our students are $75 to $80K. Okay, so we're really talking about a transformation here. And there's a lot of things that you need to learn to get to that point, and that's what we're going to teach you at Colaberry. Now, the light blue right here is the down payment, okay? You're going to have to choose one down payment. If you choose to pay the 12K up front, that means that you'll get a full 20% discount, okay? But you're paying everything up front. If you decide to put 9,000 down, you'll do that, and then you'll have 4.5K after you get placed, okay? The dark blue here is the amount of money you pay once you're placed, okay? So let's say you go with what's right behind me. That's the lowest down payment. That's a $3,000 down payment. Now, you got to pay more, okay? Because it's more risk for us, you got to pay more. So you'll pay 14.25K after placement though. Okay? So if you scared, you like, oh, I don't know, I'm second guessing myself. Hey, that may be an option for you. But if you already know people that's gone through the program and you already understand the level, you talk to them, you dealt with them, you feel confident about the program, you know that if you just put forth your effort that you're going to make it and you're trying to save some money, then you got that 12K option. Okay? So this payment option allows you to pay anywhere from 3 to 12K up front. And then the rest of the money is paid after you get your results, after you get placed. Okay, so that is the payment plan for the advanced data analytics that we're rolling out here real soon. Okay, so you haven't heard this structure from any of your friends because it is brand new. All right, so let's keep it moving. I want to talk about, we have a few people that have come and who are products of the program. Shiny, you there?
Yes, Ali, I'm here.
All right, I know you fresh off the boat. You just got
Yes.
fresh. How long has it been? And have you started your job yet?
Yes, I have started my job. I joined Colaberry last year. Actually, it was 27th August batch, but we started in 6th of September, actually. So
Okay.
now I'm with a job. So I got the job already.
So what type of job are you in right now? And how long you been working there?
Okay, I'm a Power BI developer there, and I started July, I think July 6th. Yeah, July
Okay, so
6th, I
2
started
weeks.
the job.
So you've been there
Yeah.
about 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us what your day-to-day is like. What is it like being a Power BI developer?
It's quite good and challenging because every time you work with the data, you are learning something new. And trust me, whenever you are joining this data analytic, every day you are learning something new. So we are together as a group. We are working on creating the reports. So basically, we are migrating the old system to the new system. So we are creating a lot of tables, doing a lot of joins, doing a lot of merge, and we are creating a lot of reports for the company.
So you feel pretty comfortable in your 2 weeks onto this job? Like how comfortable are you feeling? You still scared?
I was a little scared first week, honestly, but I feel like one thing, Colaberry taught me everything. It's just in the back of my mind. I need to put it in a proper way and use it. So the scare was, oh, I am in the new job. That was the fear for 1 week. Now I'm getting out of that fear, and I started working towards what I know already, what you all taught me. So I'm just focusing on that now. So it's going pretty good.
So tell us, what did you do before Colaberry? What was your profession?
I have done my MBA in human resource and finance in India, and I was in HR in India, back in India. Then I came to USA, and then I was not working for like pretty 7 years. Then I started doing the job as a team leader for the customer service. It was a hard job, honestly. But then I heard about Colaberry. One of my friends said, the person who was my manager in that company, she recommended me Colaberry, and that was the best decision I made, honestly, after coming
Hold
to
on.
US. So
So while you were in customer service, your manager in that
yeah,
job?
she also studied in Colaberry, so she got a job. She
Oh, wow. So your manager got a job. She's leaving
yeah,
the company and she's like,
yeah.
hey, you need to call Colaberry so you can leave too.
Yes, that is how we, and today only we were talking, and I was like, she was like, how are you feeling? I was telling her, hey, I am feeling like a fish in the ocean. So she was like, but I am feeling like a shark in the ocean now because she is working for a year. So she felt more confident. So it's just like you are learning and you are growing. It's pretty good. I feel very good.
So she's doing well at her job, you doing well at your job. It looked like you
Yes.
guys accomplished what you set out to accomplish, right?
Yes, we did. It was pretty nice experience.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming and sharing that story with us. That is very, very powerful, right? You guys are in customer service. You got your manager, you got the employee. The manager decides to take that leap. She tells the employee, both of y'all now working in the field. You feel like a
Yeah.
little guppy. She feels like a shark. You're going to get to your
Yeah.
shark status pretty soon, though.
Yeah, I am
You're only
waiting for
two
that,
weeks
Ali.
in. You're only 2 weeks in, right?
Yeah, in fact, it is very good. I mean, honestly, Ali, if I want to tell everyone who is here, just trust the process and dedication is very important because I literally quit watching TV for 9 months and I hate that. But I was like, no TV, no nothing. The all the time I was thinking about study, and it really helped me a lot.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you telling that story and taking a few minutes to come by and update us on your status. And we
Sure.
definitely wish you continued success. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
Ali.
right. Mark,
Hey Ali, how are you? And
what's
how
up, man? How long has it been now?
it's been actually in 5 days, I'll be 1 year in the industry.
1 year, guys. You hear that? He been in the field 1 year, went through Colaberry. What's your job role and what do you do?
So I started as a Power BI developer, and then like after 3, 4 months, I got fetched by another company that was paying way better, and they gave me a senior lead data analyst position, and that's what I've been doing for the last 9 months.
So within 1 year, you already a senior lead?
Yes.
So what does that feel like, man? What did you do before?
Like before, I was just like, like a Power BI developer, and then like they
No,
put,
what did you do before Colaberry?
I was a mechanic.
A mechanic?
Yes.
Okay, what you work on cars?
Yeah, I was working on cars.
Okay, and how did you hear about Colaberry?
So like my wife is the one who heard about Colaberry, and she told me about it.
Mhm.
And so, when she told me about it, I was like, you know what? Can we give it a shot? So we started class at the same time with her. And actually, big up to Nate. He really helped us a lot, motivated us,
Mhm.
and kept us going. So currently, even my wife also, she's working as a business analyst. So
Oh, so y'all just did the whole family thing, huh?
yeah, we did the family thing, and we were actually helping each other, doing discussions, after classes, and it was very, very helpful.
So tell us what this transformation has been like for you and your family.
Man, it's been confusing though.
Tell us about it.
To say that is like, because like we never thought like we can get to where we are within this time period, because like, people that sometimes we don't believe in ourselves so much. So we don't try to do what we need to do. But then like when we started Colaberry, like, I started Colaberry in last year in February, the class of January 29th.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I started, and we were like, damn, are we gonna make it in this class?
Mm-hmm.
So then I got my first job and things started turning around, and like I started kind of feeling motivated. And that time I was just still working on my project. I started now giving my wife some motivational speeches, and she put, she started putting effort, and then she got a job. Both of us, we have a good job, and we feel like our family is set. We cannot complain, and we always love Colaberry, and we always stand for Colaberry, even to our friends and families.
I tell people that the biggest challenge that we have is to help you change your mindset into a growth mindset, into a winning mindset. That's technical skills. You can teach anybody technical skills, But the
Exactly.
growth mindset, the idea that when you have challenges, those are just ways for you to improve and get better. And once you understand that, then you can reach another level. So
Yes.
do you feel like you've been able to reach that next level?
Mm-hmm. And Ali, there is always one thing I tell people. I told you, like, I was a mechanic. I never had any IT background, no matter what, you know. Once I check my emails, probably I can Google something. That was it, you know. So when I came the first day to class, everything was brand new, you know. And I thought like my head gonna explode because I could not even understand anything. But, you know, as time goes by, you know, I persevered slowly by slowly. You start grasping and, you know, it become like second nature, part of life now. You want to study. And then one more thing, when we were still doing the boot camp with Nate, you know, he was giving us his story and he told us how he did his Power BI certification. And I went through that route. And surprisingly, that's how I got my first job, because I was able to prove I've done Power BI. I can do whatever they need, all those DAX formula and stuff. And that's how I got my first job. So, you know, one thing I always tell people, even when you do the classwork, don't stop there, you know, do something extra, do more research, and eventually it's going to reward you.
So what's the biggest piece of advice you give people that are potentially starting the class next week?
So next week, you know, stay focused, don't give up, put in the effort and listen to your instructors. This is one of the things, like, you know, we always talk about like, oh, that's a motivational speech, that's a motivational speech. I call this a reality speech, because, you know, you listen to them, you do what you are supposed to do, and eventually you're going to see results. Sometimes you might start doing like interviews and you are kind of a little discouraged. It's okay. It's part of the process. But the day you land your first job, it's a U-turn and you never look back again.
All right, well said. Mark, we appreciate you coming by and spending your time with us, man, and sharing your story. We certainly appreciate it, man. We wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Yeah, and thank you so much. One more thing, Ali, before I go, I just want to say, if there is any veteran, I'm saying hi to them. I'm a veteran and I've really, you know, benefited from Colaberry. So Ali, maybe you might talk a little bit about veterans. I didn't hear you say anything about them, but hey, you guys, kudos. And everyone, good luck and stay focused. Thank you, guys.
All right, man. We appreciate your service and we appreciate you coming by and stopping. That's pretty awesome, man. We appreciate you. All right.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. So before I turn it over to Taiwo, real quick, we're going to get to Rajani. We got one more person who just recently graduated. Rajani, how long has it been since you got your job in this field?
It's been 4 months. I'm in job and I'm working as business intelligence developer, level 4.
Level 4?
Yes.
What about level 1, 2, and 3?
I just passed it.
We're just skipping, huh? Now,
Yes.
Rajani, you put something in the alumni chat group last week that really touched my heart. Tell us what that was.
Okay, guys. So whosoever is going to start your Colaberry journey next week, one thing is Colaberry has good institution and good alumni group. So within 3 months into the job, my project manager has nominated me for the consultant of the quarter. So this is my first job and I have been nominated among those 2,000 people. So
hold on. How long you been on your job?
3 months.
3 months, and you got a consultant of the quarter?
Yes.
What did you have to do to earn that type of reward?
Whatever Colaberry taught me. Focus, and just focus.
So you going on to your job, it's only been a month. You a rock star right now. I mean, consultant of the quarter, that's not easy to get. How many employees y'all got?
2,000.
2,000 employees, and you employee of the quarter?
Yes.
Tell us what you did before Colaberry, because surely you have a great IT background and you've been doing this for years.
I do not have IT background, but I was learning programming by myself. But there was certain thing that I'm not ready for the job. So That confidence is what Colaberry gave me. So I joined the program. Technically, I knew many stuff, but the problem was interview. So I was not able to convince myself that I'm good for the job. So in the second after boot camp, when I joined career acceleration program, so there is interview you have to take, and then you are submitting your assignment. So those interview were the most important things for me. So that gave me the confidence how to speak, and I was ready to speak about myself and the topic. And now believe me, I was doing interview today, I was giving interview today, and the person on the spot is told like, okay, let's go for the second interview. So this is how much confidence you get when you are doing the interviews, and or you are following the process of collaborate.
And so what advice would you give to the people that are starting their journey off next week?
Hard work, consistency, and do not lose hope. You will be there. Everybody went there, everybody has been there, so you will also be there. But you need not to just skip the road in between. You have to walk this road. There are many difficulties gonna happen. And one more thing I will advise, there is one thing called within classes, you have to make groups. So make it as soon as possible so you can discuss your assignments and you will be more confident.
All right, wonderful advice. We appreciate Rajani. That's so impressive for you to go in. You know, Colaberry gives you the platform, but ultimately it's up to you guys to go in and do the work and embrace the challenge that there is. And that just goes to show you, after 1 month of being on a job that you've never been on, you've never done, you're able to reach such heights. That's just fantastic. And so we're all definitely proud of you for that.
Thank you, Ali.
All right, awesome. I know I'm running a little late, Taiwo. I apologize. Listen, these are some powerful stories right here, you know. So, but I'm gonna hand it all to you, Taiwo. It's all yours. Hey, if you sign up, listen, we're gonna have to cut off the program. I suspect that by the 25th, we're going to be canceling all applications for this new batch because we're going to be full, and you're going to have to move to the August batch. Okay. So if you really want to take advantage, you need to sign up right now, because we're going to start turning them away in about 5 months. You're going to have to go for the next batch, which is a month later, which is delaying your success 1 month. Okay. So I'm just letting you know, you do sign up for the class. Guess who you got on first day? You're going to be talking to me for 3 hours, okay? So bring your pen and paper, take your notes. We're going to go through the journey together, all right? So I'm going to be there with you on day 1, lace you down on what to expect as you go through this journey. All right, Taiwo, it's all yours. Guys, it was nice meeting you. I appreciate you for being here. I will see you next week.